We're going to start with some jumping jacks here this morning. So you are welcome to start with a split jack right through like this. If you're ready to jump right into a jack, feel free to do so. Maybe jumping those feet out, bring the arms up and back down to the side. Just getting our heart rates going, warming it up. A couple more here like this. Maybe 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. I'm going to come to the top of my mat. If you don't have a mat, just a space where you can walk out to a plank. So we're going to either hinge forward if you have the flexibility and put the fingertip, or you can kind of squat down. Walk those hands out. Once we're here at the plank, we're going to swim one arm, swim the other arm, walk your hands back. Okay? If you typically do your planks on your knees, you can come down, walk to the knees, swim, and swim. Bring it back in. Okay? Do what your body needs to do today. Walk it out, swim, and swim. We're warming up the shoulders with that swim, warming up the rest of the body as we walk that plank out. The core is starting to activate, the legs. Let's do 3 more of these. And go at your own pace. If you're not matching me, that's okay. Go ahead and give me 1 more of these. Walk it out. Swim one arm, swim the other, and bring it back. All right, we're going to stand up. We're going to do some squats next. So feet hip width apart, sink into that squat, and stand it up, okay? Our weight is in our heels. You should really be able to pull the toes up and have the heels do all the work. You decide how far into that squat you sink. It is a warm-up, so do remember that. It takes your body a little while. All right, we're going to do 2 pulses at the bottom. Come down and go pulse, 2, and up. Again, 1, 2, and up. So 2 at the bottom, and up. We're going to do 2 more like this. And 1 more. Stand it up. Back to jacks. So you can do those split jacks, or give me a regular jumping jack. We'll go through those exercises 1 more time, and then we'll get into our workout for today. All right, so you can give me 4 more of these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And it's the walkout plank with the swim arms. So come down, walk those hands out, swim, and swim. Walk the hands back, and stand up. Remember, if you need to drop to the knees for the plank, you certainly can. Whatever it takes to get your body warmed up. We'll be doing a couple more of these. Go ahead and do 2 more. And 1 more. When you get done with those, we're standing it up. We're going to do squats next. Feet hip width apart. We're pressing up through the heels, okay? Sitting back, pressing through the heels to stand up. Using the glutes at the top. All right, we're going to do that 2 pulse squat, okay? So come down, we pulse for 1, and 2, and up. Pulse for 2, and up. Very good. As we do this, make sure that chest is raised. Just 2 more, and 1 more. And stand up. We're going to do a standing cat cow to kind of warm up the back. So I'm going to come with a slight bend in my knees, hands come to the side. Bring around down, And then lift the chest up with a round in the back. So round down, and then look up. Round one leg, and the other. Again, 2 more of these. 2, and 1. All right, give me a nice either a jog or a march, okay? So you can be right here, or right here. So today, this is an interval class. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to have 3 exercises for every round. And in that round, we'll be doing exercises with 3 different lengths of time. So the times are 45 seconds, 30 seconds, and 15. The way we are doing it, it will just be boom, 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 exercise 1, 2, 3, 30-second rest. And so, like the first time, for example, exercise 1 gets done for 45 seconds, exercise 2 for 30, exercise 3 for 15. We rest for 30 seconds, we come back. This time, exercise 1 is 30 seconds, exercise 2 is 15, exercise 3 is 45. You guys don't need to worry about keeping track of that. That's what I get paid big bucks to do. Okay? So you guys will just follow along. But just have the heads up so you know what's coming. So, as we get to each round, we will go through the exercises before we start it, so that you are ready to go on those exercises when we're actually doing it for real. I'm going to give several options, and it's your job to choose what works for your body today. I say that a lot in this class, but it's true. It's your job to figure out what's going to push you or what your body needs today. Maybe you're really feeling like you need to work hard today, or maybe you're just going for mobility, okay? Choose the option that will do that for you. So let's get into exercises. Let's go through the first exercise for that first round. It is going to be a push-up. Let me show you a couple different ways that this can happen. It's going to be a push-up with a reach back. So, our highest level, if you come to that push-up on the toes, you give me a push-up, you come to the top. We're going to activate the core, lift an arm and tap the side, come back, push up. You lift the other arm, tap the side. That does take a significant amount of core strength. Once you get to the top, you kind of have to activate the abs, activate the glutes, really push into the toes to lift that arm without falling. That's our highest level. Let me show you some easier ones. And feel free to try them out and figure out where you're at. The next level is to come to the knees, come here and up, lift, push up, lift, okay? That'll be level 2. If you have like a chair or something at home that's elevated, that is another way to do this. You come here, do the push up, lift and hold, push up, lift and hold. If you're thinking that lift and hold isn't going to happen for me no matter what option, just give me those push-ups, okay, for the amount of time. You can rest, you can catch your breath, in between, like maybe you do 2, 3, 4, 5, you need to catch your breath, feel free to do that, okay? So that's exercise 1. Exercise 2, we're going to be doing a hip hinge, a single leg hip hinge. So I come to one foot, I'm going to hinge forward, okay? We're not rounding forward. This is a movement where I'm holding forward at the hips. The rest of the top of my body, torso is locked out, nice and strong. Hinge forward. At the top, I'm going to give myself a knee crunch. Tap my foot down, go to the other one. Hinge forward, stand it up, crunch. It's a lot of balance, okay? Your balance maybe isn't so good. Things you can do, use a wall to make that movement a lot slower and more controlled, okay, like that. Another one is to keep it so that you always have one foot on the ground, and instead give me a standing crunch, tap back, standing crunch, tap back. Okay, that's another good substitute. So decide what's going to work for you. And the last exercise in this first round is going to be a jumping jack variation. It's called a T jack. So if you think of a T that has, the arm here and then the body here. So the arms are going to trace that. They're going to go out and up, out and up, tracing that T. Feet are going to do regular jumping jack feet. Okay, so it's, whoo, I've got it. There we go. Out and up. Modification. Instead of jumping, you're tapping those feet out one at a time. Okay? So those are the 3 exercises for this first round. Like I said, they're going to be boom, 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 30-second rest, boom, 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 30-second rest. I'll keep you apprised of how long to do each of them. We're going to be starting with the push-ups with the reach back on the floor. The push-ups get their longest one first. This is 45 seconds of the push-ups. Then we'll do 30 seconds of the hip hinge with the knee, 15 seconds only of the T-jacks this first round, okay? All right, so let's come down to the floor. I'm going to get that timer started. Okay, push-up with reach back. On your mark, get set, go. Come down, walk out the core, touch your side. Remember, you can take breaks if you need them. 45 seconds on this first round. You've done it for 15 already. Third of the way. Keep it going. 30 seconds. 15 to go on this one. 5 seconds. We're going to be standing up. Those hip hinges. Stand it up. So single leg, hip hinge, knee. Switch sides. Single leg, hip hinge, knee. Remember, you can use a wall, or instead, you can just do those standing knee crunches, okay? We have 5 seconds, and then we go into T-jacks, guys. All right, T-jacks, okay? Tracing the T with those hands. Feet can either be going out at the same time or one at a time. Just 15 seconds of this one this time. All right, rest. We have 30 seconds of rest. And we do those 3 exercises again, just at their new intervals of time. Okay? If you need to make any modifications, feel free to do so. If that was kind of easy for you, you're always welcome to take a harder option. Coming down to the floor for the push-ups with the reach back in 5 seconds. This time you only have to do it for 30. Okay, here we go. Push up and reach. Push up and reach. Keep it going. Choose a pace that works for you. That's the beauty of interval training. You get to choose your own speed. 10 seconds more. All right, 2 and 1. Stand up for the hip hinge. Okay? Hip hinge and knee. This one is a really short period of time this time. 15 seconds. Almost up, actually. Make it even, and then go into your T-jacks for me, okay? The T-jacks, this is their long one. 45 whole seconds. Keep it up. I always tell people that smiling burns extra calories, okay? So keep that in mind. All right. Keep it going. 45 seconds in this one. Breathe for me. Give it about 10 more seconds. And rest. Nice job, everybody. Whew. So you can grab a quick sip of water. One more time for those 3 exercises at their new intervals. And then we get 3 new exercises. So we'll get a little bit longer of a rest here in a second. Starting on the floor with the push-up reach back. This is the shortest 1 for the push-up, reach back. So come on down. Get to your knees, get to your toes. Just 15 seconds. Here we go. Push up, touch the side. All right, we're gonna stand it up, hip hinge and knee, okay? Either like hip hinge, knee. Focus on that balance. This is the longest one for this one. So really focus. The body is tired. Makes balance harder. You can do this. We have 15 seconds more of this, and then we finish with 30 seconds of the T-jacks, okay? Make that side even, and then go and do your T-jacks, okay? Up and then out with the arms. And regular out with the feet. Longer break coming up. 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So longer rest. We're going to go through some new exercises for round 2 here. Okay? Feel free to grab a sip of water. If there's something that's tight, feel free to stretch it out while I go through the exercises. All right, so you're welcome to try the exercises with me and kind of figure out where you'd like to be. Exercise 1 on second round is going to be a jump squat, okay? You come down, we're going to power up. You always power up from front knee. Power up right there. Then we're going to do an opposite toe touch. Come back down, jump squat, stand up, touch that other side. So with the toe touch, we're taking opposite arm, the opposite hand. Okay? I'm going to show you some modifications for those of you that are like, no. So, modifications for the jump squat. Regular squat, where you come to the toes. You come down, and then you do that toe reach. Same thing here. Reach to the toes. If it is the toe reach that is giving you problems, instead, you can do the squat, whatever variation you choose, and you can do a knee lift instead, okay? So that is a good substitute for whatever reason. Sometimes our bodies are tired, sometimes they're injured, whatever it is. Okay, the next one, we're coming down to the ground. We have another push-up variation. We're going to be doing a plank to a pike push-up. Let me demonstrate initial modifications. So we come to our high plank here. Then we're going to push back like we're heading to downward dog or a pike, okay? From pike, we're going to do a push-up right here. And I'm going to walk my toes in a little bit. It's like you're taking your nose or your forehead towards the floor. It just works the arms in a slightly different way. So, modifications. This can be done on the knees. Do the whole thing right here from plank. And then you actually come back like you're on all fours and take that nose to the floor. Right there, okay? Plank, activate the core. Sit back on all fours. Nose towards the floor. A third option is to use an elevated surface. You come here, do the push-up. No, sorry, don't do a push-up. I got ahead of myself. You do the plank, you come back to the pike, do the push-up right there like that, okay? So there are ways to change it up and make it a little easier. This next one, we call the break dancer. We're going to come down to all fours. We call this bear pose. Some people call it beast pose. So you're on all fours. I'm going to lift onto my toes so the knees are, about 1 to 2 inches off the floor. And what we're going to do is we're going to rotate through. So I'm going to take this outside foot, rotate through, kind of sink down towards my hip, and back to center. Rotate through, sink towards my hip. Okay, that's our advanced one. If you need a modification for that one, instead come to a plank, you'll be a little bit more stable, and you can kick through to a side plank, back to center, kick through the side plank, back to center. This also can be done from that modified plank on the knees. You can even take it down to the forearms if your wrists are giving you problems. So you rotate through to the side and raise. Rotate through to the side and raise. Okay? So hopefully there's one in there that works for you. So starting with jump squat to opposite toe touch, plank to pike push-up, finishing with the break dancer. Okay? I'll keep track of time. You guys just move your bodies, do what you need to do. Okay? We're going to start in about 8 seconds. Okay? 45 to start with this jump squat opposite toe touch. All right, here we go. So jump squat, opposite toe touch. Jump squat, opposite toe touch. Remember, you can just squat and come to toes. You can substitute a knee for that toe reach. Do what your body needs. But keep that chest raised through the squat. Nice and controlled. 15 seconds to go. 5 seconds. All right, plank to pike push-up for 30 seconds. Plank, pike, push-up, back to plank, back to pike, with the push-up. You do this on the knees. You do this with an elevated surface. You take breaks if you need to. All right, we're coming to our third final exercise, break dancer, okay? So that bear pose, kick through, sink the hip. This one's a short one. Or doing that plank to the side plank, okay? And done already. Super quick. We'll do those same exercises again, just with different intervals. And in case you were worried, we will be doing all the rounds a second time. If you didn't get it this first time, you have a second chance. All right. Tiny little break. There's 10 more seconds of our break. All right, get ready for that jump squat to toe touch. Here we go. Squat, jump, toe touch. Squat, jump, toe touch. Always remember to jump with bent knees, come down and then jump. Or squat to those toes. Okay? Just 10 more seconds. All right, guys. Plank to pike push-up. This is the short one for this one. Plank, pike push-up. Plank. Almost over, actually. All right. Going to that break dancer. So all fours, kick through to the hip. Okay? You can also instead do center plank to side plank on toes or on knees. Nice and controlled. This is a long one. Okay? 20 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. And rest. Woo! Good job. Your second time through this one. Maybe one more time through this one. And then we get a longer break. And move on to the third and final round. Okay? Except then we do everything again. All right, so we're standing up for that jump squat to opposite toe touch. This is the quick one for this one. Here we go. Jump squat, toe touch. Jump squat, toe touch. Time is almost up. All right, plank to pike push-up. This is the long one for the plank. Pike push-up. So plank, push back, push down. Remember your modifications, okay? Knees, elevated surface. You can take breathers if you need them. Keep it going now. We have less than 10 seconds. And we'll do that final set of break dancers, okay? All right, come do your break dancers. I'm gonna come into my bear, kick through. Remember, you can also do the side plank, rotating to center plank. On knees or on toes. 15 more seconds. Three, two, and one. All right, this is the long break, okay? You towel yourself off, grab some water, and then I will start talking about round 3, which is the last set of exercises we will learn today. Of course, as I mentioned, we'll do everything in second time. All right, so for round 3, we start on the ground. In fact, all our exercises for round 3 are on the ground. We're going to be starting with a glute bridge. I'm going to start with the easiest option and move to the hardest. With the glute bridge, I want you to lay with palms up, okay? We're going to lift up onto the shoulders and the upper back. Squeeze the glutes at the top. This is option 1. All you're doing is lowering, lifting, and squeezing. Lowering, lifting, and squeezing, okay? Option 2 is just holding at the top, so an isometric hold right here. And third, our advanced option is what we call a bridge walkout. I'm going to walk my feet out as long as they can go without the toes popping up off the ground. As soon as my toes start to pop up, I walk it on back, okay? So first one is the glute bridge variation. For the second one, we'll be flipping over. This one's going to involve mountain climbers, half of a burpee. Don't run away and hide. I swear you can get through this. So we're going to be coming up to a high plank. We're going to do 6 mountain climbers, and I'm going to count these as singles. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can be like that, nice and slow. It can also be fast. So then we're going to do what we call a half burpee. So all we're going to do is jump those feet in, come up to the low squat, come back down, jump the feet back. So modifications. Instead of running the feet, you take it nice and slow for the 6. And then instead of jumping in, you step, step, squat low, come back. My third modification, again, is to use that elevated surface. You come here, you take those knees either fast or slow for 3, okay? And then here you can jump or step those feet in to a squat here. That does make it a little easier, a little less impact on the body, okay? That's exercise 2. The third final exercise, the last new one you're learning today, is going to be a scorpion. Level 1 is going to be simply for mobility. You're going to come down to the ground. You're going to lay on the ground. We're not taking a nap, not yet. And all you're going to do is you're going to lift one leg with a bent knee, roll back towards the floor. Your flexibility may not allow you to actually tap the floor. It may look like this, where you're up in the air. So that's level 1, just for mobility. Level 2, we're going to come up and you're going to do a hip dip from a plank, okay? Hips are going side to side like that. And level 3 is we're actually going to do a scorpion plank. So I come to that plank, lift that foot, rotate around, back to center, lift, and rotate, okay? So you just choose the one, again, I'm a broken record, but the one that works for your body today, okay? So glute bridge, variation, mountain climber to half burpee, scorpion, okay? Alrighty. So we're starting on the ground. I stood up, that was misleading. Starting on the ground in that glute bridge, okay? Remember, you can lift and lower, lift and hold, or lift and walk out. Here we go. For 45 seconds, I'm gonna walk my feet out and walk them back in. You are welcome to just lift and lower, or lift and hold. This is the long one for this one, okay? 45 seconds. If you are walking those feet out, remember to only walk out until the toes start to pop up off the ground. Keep breathing, friends. All right. We've been at it for 30 seconds, just 15 to go. And then this long one is out of the way. 5 seconds. Get ready for those mountain climbers and half burpees. Roll it over. All right. 6 mountain climbers, half burpee. Jump or step those feet in. Got low squat. Jump or step back. Ten seconds to go. All right, we have just 15 seconds of scorpion, okay? Whether you're doing it for mobility, whether you're doing hip tip planks, whether you're doing that full scorpion. And rest. Rest, guys. All right, 30 seconds. Then we get our new intervals, okay? We've got this. Grab that sip of water. Catch your breath. Evaluate where you were at on those exercises and if you need to make any modifications. Okay? We're starting with the glute bridge to come down to the ground. Here we go. Lift up and squeeze. You can hold, you can lower, come back, or you can walk those feet out and in. Just 30 seconds this time. Keep it going. 10 seconds to go. Then it's the mountain climbers to half burpee. The short one is just 15 seconds. See if you can get just one in, okay? All right, here we go. Flip it over. 6 mountain climbers. Half burpee. Have 8 seconds. All right, scorpion, long run, okay? Rotate either on the ground or from that high plank to hip dips, okay? You can take a breather at any point in time. Feel free to do so. 30 seconds to go. You've got this. 20 seconds. 15. 3. Almost there. 5. 3. 2. And rest. Whew. All right. We have one final time through, okay? This time through, the mountain climber half burpee is the long one. All right. Then we get a minute work break, and then we start at the top. The very first round we did at the beginning. You only have to do it one time more through, then you're done. Glute bridges, okay? Coming on down. In 3, 2, and 1. Lift up, lower, hold, or walk it out. This one is short, just 15 seconds. You're ready to go into those mountain climbers. All right, let's flip it over. 6 mountain climbers, so half burpee, okay? This is the long one. Jump or set those feet in. Remember, you can use an elevated surface to modify this, or you can break it down. "20 seconds to go. Ten seconds to go. And we're finishing with 30 seconds of scorpion. All right, let's go to scorpion. 30 seconds. Here we go. Also do those hip dip planks. Or with a scorpion on your belly. 10 seconds. And done. Good job, guys. We get a minute break. Okay? Enjoy it. Whew. Get back to the water. Take some nice cleansing breaths. Oh, open your window. That's fine. Open your window if you need it. So we're back to round one. That is where we did the push-up with the reach back or the arm to the side. That could be done from toes, knees, or elevated surface. Then that alternating hip hinge with the knee, okay? Or that could be a standing crunch, switching sides, followed by the T-jacks, okay? So we're starting on the ground or on your elevated surface for that push-up to reach back, okay? 45 seconds right off the bat, okay? So let's come on down. We're gonna get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. The long one. The push-ups anyway. You can pause. Take a breath if you need it. Try and think about good form. The second time through, our bodies are tired, but we are still strong and capable. Nice and controlled. 15 seconds to go. And if you're also learning, you didn't know already, even though you don't have equipment, doesn't mean it's not going to be easy. All right, stand it up. Hip hinge. And knee. Other side. Hip hinge. And knee. Keep that back nice and strong. Avoid rounding forward. Thirty seconds of this, followed by 15 of the T-jacks. All right, let's do those T-jacks. Here we go. Tracing the T with the arms. You're doing a jack. Should be really quick. And done. All right, rest. Then we do it again at the new intervals, okay? I'm going to check time. All right. So I think you guys are going to get off without doing that third round again. We'll just do the first two. Lucky you. All right, let's come down to the ground for the push-up with the reach back. Okay? Here we go. Push-up, reach back. It's 30 seconds this time. Already halfway through. All right, stand up for the hip hinge with the knee. It's a short one. Hip hinge, knee. Focus on that balance. That's what I need to do. Make it even on both sides. And then go and do T-jacks, okay? This is the long one for the T-jacks. Up and out with those arms. Remember, you can do a modified one here with the feet. breathing. Earning that pie I know you're going to eat for breakfast.
Yeah.
10 seconds. And rest, guys. All right. Then we have the third time through. So we start with the push-up reach backwards, only 15 seconds, followed by 45 seconds of the hip hinge and knee. All right? We're coming down to the floor. Getting ready. 2, and let's go. Push up and reach. Push up and reach. Almost done. All right, stand up for the hip hinge and knee. Hip hinge, knee. Really focus on that balance. Our bodies are tired. You can do it. Keep it going. 20 seconds to go on this one. Remember to keep that back nice and strong. Five seconds, and then we do 15 seconds of T-jabs. Okay? All right, 15 seconds of T-jabs. Here we go. Up and out. And rest. All right, so what we are going to do to finish off today, and we do a nice long stretch afterward, is we are going to take those last 2 sets, and instead of changing the time, the intervals, we're going to give them all an interval of 20 seconds. We're just going to do them back to back. It'll end up being 2 minutes of straight work, and then we are done. So we will do jump squat to opposite toe touch for 20 seconds, followed by plank to pike push-up for 20 seconds, followed by break dancer for 20 seconds, followed by glute bridge for 20 seconds, mountain climbers and half burpee for 20 seconds, scorpion for 20 seconds. So I just need you to hang in here with me through those 2 minutes, and then you get a much-deserved stretch, okay? All right, so in about 10 seconds, we're gonna start with that jump squat or squat to toes, opposite toe touch, just for 20 seconds, okay? All right, in 3, 2, and 1. So jump squat and toe touch. Or you can do a knee touch, remember? Just 20 seconds here, just one time. Five more seconds, then we'll do the plank to pike push-up, okay? All right, plank to pike push-up, plank. Push back to pike, give me a push-up, plank. Back to pike, push-up. It's going to be super quick as we go through all of this. Nice little sprint here at the end. All right, then we are going to do our break dancer, okay? Or that rotating center plank to side plank. Really quick. Practice 10 seconds left. And do glute bridge. 3, 2, and 1. Come down, glute bridge. Lift and squeeze and lower, or walk those feet out. Just 20 seconds. It'll be over before you know it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip it over. 6 mountain climbers, half burpee. Here we go. Low squat. and out. Super quick, just 20 seconds. And you're finishing today with the scorpions, hip dip planks, okay? All right, take it down. Whatever option you're doing. With the scorpion, either on your belly, in a plank, or hip dip planks. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. All right, come sit. Back in child's pose. Arms reach forward. Take some nice, deep breaths in and out. In and out. One more time, in and out. Let's come up to all fours, okay? So we want our wrists under our shoulders, our knees under our hips, and use some cat-cow there. So round up, come down, look forward. Round up, down, look forward. You can take your time on this, sinking into a pose if it feels good. Allowing that body to calm down. Remember, keep taking nice deep breaths. Maybe one more cat-cow. Now come back to center, kind of a neutral place here. We're going to thread the needle. So we've got the eye of our needle here. Our arm is our thread. We're going to bring that arm through. We're going to lean into this arm as much or as little as feels good, okay? I like to come and set my head on the ground and really lean into the shoulder. So find a spot that works for you and still keep focusing on those nice, calming breaths. Relax into the stretch. We're going to come back to center. We're going to thread the arm to the other side. Thread that arm. Lean as much or as little as feels good. Now come back to center. We're going to go to those all fours again. We're going to take our toes, we're going to tuck them under, we're going to push up and back into downward dog. We're going to alternately push the heels towards the floor. So one heel and then the other, kind of pedaling those feet. Give me a couple more, and then let's press both heels towards the floor. If you need to bend your knees on this, make your flexibility isn't there yet, that's totally fine. Breathe into this again. All right, we're going to come down like we're heading towards plank. We're going to bring one foot in between the hands, okay? Doesn't matter which one. That back foot, you can kind of press that heel towards the floor, give you a nice calf stretch. I'm going to take my outside arm and bring it inside. So now both my hands are in between my legs. I'm going to take my elbow and press into this bent front knee. You just stretch that hip out a little bit. If you need to modify this and come up high, you are more than welcome to do so. You can forget the whole like press into your leg with your elbow. All right, so we're going to take this foot back. I'm going to bring my hand back to the outside, take this foot back, bring that other foot forward, okay? Press that back heel towards the floor, getting a nice calf stretch. Bring those hands so both of them are in between the legs. Press that elbow into this knee and open that hip a little bit. And again, if you need to take it higher, Maybe this isn't within your flexibility wheelhouse, that is totally fine. All right, bring that hand to the outside, take that foot back, come down to those knees. We're gonna have a seat right here on the ground, okay? Then we go to modified hurdler stretch. One leg comes out, other leg is bent here in front. Reach an arm across the body, and this other one comes, reaches down. Everyone's flexibility is different. You may be here at your knee going, I am stretching, I totally am. Or you may be touching those toes. Just go with your body. I hope that worked out. I hope the time flew by like it did for me. Really quick, so you get to the end, and even though you worked really hard, like, oh, it's over. I hope that's how you felt. Bring those hands to the floor in front of you. Sit up. Let's take that other leg out, okay? Bring the other one here in front. Reach across and down. Again, let your flexibility lead you. Bring your hands to the floor in front of you. And then sit up. We're going to lay down on our back next, okay? So take yourself, roll yourself on down. Take one leg to the floor. We're going to bend that other leg. We're going to grab the knee and gently kind of pull it towards the chest, towards the armpit even. Just find a place that feels good. Hold it there. We stay here for a couple of heartbeats. We'll take that opposite hand. Grab that knee and gently float across the body. This is another one where flexibility needs to guide, okay? You want to try and keep the shoulder blades on the ground as you rotate. Some of you may be able to bring this knee and the foot will go all the way across and touch the floor. Some of you is going to be right up here in the air, okay? Listen to your body. Bring this knee back to center. Take this leg to the ground. Bend that other knee. Grab it and hug it towards the chest, towards that armpit. Now take that opposite hand. Grab that knee. And gently float across the body. That opposite arm laid out to the side. Try and keep those shoulder blades on the ground. Bring this knee back to center. Keep it there and bring that other knee up. So you can hug those knees. You hug them nice and wide, okay? You can add a little rocking motion side to side. If you want to deepen this stretch, you are welcome to bring those feet up and grab them going into happy baby, okay? Only if you want to. Hugging the knees is also a great variation, especially if it feels good. All right, come to center. We're going to do figure four. So release the knees or the feet, cross an ankle over the opposite side. Spread those hands around that bottom leg and gently pull. This knee out to the side. Make sure that it is nice and strong, that it's not caving in on you. That it's pushing out. Doing the stretch. Let's release. Cross that other ankle over the opposite side. Grab the bottom leg and gently pull. And release. Bring those feet down to the ground. Grab the back to your side and gently pull yourself up. Find a comfortable way to sit, okay? We're going to sit. We're going to take one hand to the floor, reach up and over. Hold for just a few seconds. Bring it back down. Take this hand to the floor, reach up and over. then we're gonna end here today with 2 deep breaths, just to kind of calm ourselves before we head out into the world. Okay? We're gonna bring our hands center, we're gonna inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Let's do one more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. All right. Thank you guys for joining me here today on this.
Before we go off, I think we should sing happy birthday to Audrey.